All right. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong mouse. My two mice now for my both of my computers are essentially the same thing. So my hand just going to one doesn't necessarily mean that I realize I'm on the wrong mouse. Because I've got my old Naga on the streaming PC now, and then my Naga Trinity on the gaming PC. So they both actually have the exact same shape of the body, more or less, anyways. Actually, the basic Naga is a little more like whooshy, but it's more or less the same. Let me go sleep. This is why we need to get our treehouse done. Because if we light it well enough, then nothing will like spawn anywhere near us, and we'll always be able to sleep. Yeah, I probably should try to get some wheat going. But yeah, I'm getting this like very specific picture in my head of what this tree is gonna look like. And so it's either gonna look really awesome or I'm gonna be seriously disappointed. So like I'm not gonna be able to get it right for the life of me. Yeah, and that's why one reason why I want to get wheat going nuts. I've got a few seeds, not many, but well, you know what? Let's make a stone hoe while we're in here. And then that way we can make at least a little bit of wheat farm. It won't be the end farm plan, but as long as we get some going, then we can start breeding animals and making cakes and bread and stuff. What was the green one? Crimson and warped. Okay. And then we're gonna hang like lanterns and stuff from some of the branches. It's gonna look really freaking cool. Like I have plans. That's what I'm thinking too. So I'm thinking this might be kind of if I'm done with like if after work you're not up for playing anything or you're busy and I want to stream but I want to do something chill, like I don't want to work on whatever story game we're doing, which I did start downloading Pathfinder. Then we'll just come on here and we'll work on the house. Ah, it is really freaking hot again. Mux, I had an idea, but I don't know if it would work. I have a feeling I'll do one thing, love it, and then another, then scrap the first idea and keep mixing results. Probably. Okay, because I never worked much with redstone, but I know you did a lot. If I were to say, want to trigger a trap door, does the redstone have to go to every single trap door, or will it, like, chain along them for so many? Like, how does that work? It has to touch them in some way. Okay. Well, no, because that wouldn't necessarily work with how I wanted to do it, with what my idea was. Actually... Okay. Okay, because my idea was, I wonder if you could make, like, a drawbridge with trap doors. Where, when you turn it off, the trap door's all shut, so you can walk across. But when you open it, they all open, so monsters can't walk across. Then I was like, well, if you have to have them touch in some way, then how would you do that? But I was like, what if you made it like a suspension bridge, where you had an arch over top of stone? And then they come down, and then you have, like, the trapdoors underneath, if that makes sense? Again, I don't know. I've never worked with redstone, but it was an idea. Similar to the staircase. I'll sketch my idea for you tonight, and you can, like, help me figure out if it would work, or how to make it work. I thought I saw a creeper somewhere. Go, like, past the window. Why is it still raining? Well, no, that's, like, my original idea was just have the things. But then I was thinking of, like, what would happen if you did, like, a stone arch over, like, the river on either side of, like, essentially made it look like a suspension bridge. But with stone instead of, like, ropes anywhere in it or something like that. You know? That was the second idea I had. Like, you make it look kind of like a suspension bridge. That kind of idea. I'm gonna go and... Yeah, that was my second idea, was to do it kind of like a suspension bridge. Let's go dump off as much materials as we can. Make a bunch of axes, and then we're just gonna go start clearing the forest over on the other side there. I see. Where's my hoe? I'm just gonna make it semi-lazy and do it next to the pond here to start with. There. That's at least some growing. Okay. We don't need this. I don't need this many torches. We'll keep the food. I don't need this. Actually, I do need sticks for a moment. I want to make we're going to need so much wood, so we're going to make a bunch of axes. There. Alright. Let's just go start decimating this forest over here. There is still wood in there somewhere. There it is. Edna? Yes, it is Edna. Why? Are you watching? Am I that boring? And I'm just teasing. I know you can multitask. Okay, I think it's starting to disappear now. Okay. I was just teasing. I'm checking something out, so I wanted to comment. Yeah, no worries. I'm only gonna do the regular trees for now. I mean, I didn't know either. I was just wondering if that's what we were doing. I can't see who's streaming right now. I'm gonna have to make sure I take a screenshot of the progress of the tree before we... when I finish for the day. Ah! I haven't seen him wear, like, the wigs and full disguises in a long time, though. It wasn't a real person being scammed, just a joke reference, yeah. I mean, anybody who's a regular in the channel, although if anybody's watching the VODs, they wouldn't have necessarily known that I was talking to you, but would know that you're not a dick, so, I mean, I would hope they would realize that you're not actually joking about some old lady getting scammed. I mean, okay, let me rephrase. You can be a dick, but only to people that you know are okay with it, I guess. Or when appropriate. That's far more accurate. So for anybody who's might be watching the VOD or anything, Mux agrees with me. So, it's all okay. At the very least, you should say you try not to do anything maliciously. Well, that's kind of what I mean, is... You know, if you're dicking around with friends, you might. But you don't do it with people that you don't know would be okay with the joke. For example, like if you're playing like a game or something, and you know, do you shoot your friendlies? That kind of thing. I'm sorry. I'm not intending to make you sound out as bad. Anybody who has watched any of these videos know that that's not the relationship we have. Well, you know, you do it, so it's not far off. That's kind of what like I said. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to get, especially now that I'm actually almost fully caught up on the VODs and everything, I'm trying to get more into the habit of, okay, these things are going to be on permanent VODs now. If I make a comment on something, or something like that, I need to make sure that what has been said doesn't get misinterpreted in a VOD with no context, like with no chat, or if people don't know the people that are here. So I'm trying to be a little more self-conscious of that, I guess. A chop and we will go. A chop and we will go. At least if it's targeted at you, you can elaborate. Well, and that's why that's kind of what I said too. Like, with you, any regulars, whether now or in the future of the VODs, will hopefully realize that, you know, we're more than just a random streamer and a random mod at this point in time. So. Oh my god, it is so fucking hot. More chopping. I'm gonna see how much we can fill our entire inventory with trees, and then we'll go back and then we'll plant on the way back, and then when we come back out, we will, and then when we get back, we'll work more on the tree. What you were checking on, though, was a video about e-waste. One thing that I definitely want to look into more is, and by the way, like, not sponsored at the moment, but, at the moment, but hey, if you like what I have to say, get in contact with me, is, Razer's whole green initiatives. Because apparently they're actually doing a shit ton of stuff, including trying to make it so that every single thing within both their packaging and their items, if at all possible, is either recyclable, reused, or both. Like recyclable, decomposable, reusable, or both. Or some combination of all of them. And I want to look into that a little bit more, because, I mean, I already like Razer, but if that is the case, then I might actually focus more on trying to get Razer stuff. Because, what was it they posted recently? Is they actually posted about, apparently, there's this company that's making these little robots that essentially, like, roam parts of the ocean and, suck up microplastics. And they're actually, like, officially partnering with them. So there's gonna be, like, little Razer bots in the ocean eating microplastics. Which I think does make sense, because they have that whole new, I wonder if that's how they get, the plastics for their clothing line, which is made out of ocean plastic. That'd be pretty cool. Because I was like, I know I keep saying I want Kraken kitties, but I was also thinking of maybe getting a HyperX for my headset again next. Because, man, I miss how comfortable that headset was. But I do also love Razer, so. And this headset isn't bad. I just really liked that the HyperX had the faux leather on the top as opposed to the cloth. I feel like that made it a lot more comfortable and caused less issues with the hair. You keep wondering if there's a way to mix them because they are ungodly comfortable. That's what I mean, is like, the HyperX is insanely comfortable. Like, if Razer could do whatever a HyperX is doing for their, like, ear cups and their, like, the padding at the top. Oh, God. Like, seriously. It's not only that, but like I said, it's like, it's a small thing that I don't know if anybody has ever actually pointed out. But that style of material, it causes a lot less, like, hair issues. So, like, it mucks up the hair a lot less, I find. Because it's not, like, rough, right? So it doesn't, like, if I've got my hair up like this, as I'm sliding it off and on, it's not going to, like, get micro snags on the hair. And stuff like that. Turtle Beach stuff has some nice quality, but they break in 2 weeks. Well, no, that's kind of what I mean. Like, that's why I say, like, the Razer headsets aren't bad. Like, it's not bad by any means. It's just that I do at times miss my old HyperX. I was even thinking, like, it might be nice to get one again after I move, because I'll have a more traditional setup. So it'll be less likely that cats are gonna snag the cord and like send it flying and break the dongle again. It's different though. No, that's kind of what I mean though, is like I said, I think it's like, it's the material that they use for everything. With the mic being based on the wave instead of the headset itself, I don't have to worry. No, and that's the thing, is like, I don't even need like, I mean, hell, if they had just a earphones and not even like a full headset, I wouldn't need the whole headset. I would just need the earphone part. You know, keep the mic completely disconnected from it. Your mic broke, but using the other mic, yeah. Well, no, that's the thing. I have the other, like, fuck, I still have the Blue Yeti, too. For, like, the other computer, right? It's like, I have 2 mics, depending on, like, I have 1 mic plugged into each computer. So. But yeah, so I am tossed on what headset to get next. It's also, I don't remember having this problem. I don't know if I had my HyperX as long as my Krakens, but like the leather covering on the earpieces is starting to come off on the Krakens. HyperX needs to just go solid and make the headset and say screw the mic. Yeah. I don't know, like I said, when I am ready for a new headset, I will carefully consider those options and try to decide what to do. Where's my house? Which way is my house? Okay, there's my house. Some of those are definitely too close together, but that's okay. They will eventually get chopped down. Looks like all our headsets. Well, and that's almost the, like, is there even such a thing as almost just strictly a headphone these days? That's intended for, like, PC? Like, especially something with 7.1, because keep in mind, like, I would probably want at least 5 or 7.1 as well. Because, yeah, they're gonna want it, typically want headsets for, I don't want to say exclusively, but I mean, it's extremely common for games like, like Call of Duty and PUBG and stuff, where you want to block out all extra noise so you can hear if you're getting sneaked up on. Yes, but last you looked, they're largely targeted at audiophiles. Some of those are definitely too close together. What are we up to? Almost 4 stacks. It would be like $300 for something the normal person wouldn't hear anyways. Yeah, I could see that. That's what I was thinking. Like, it would be even more for something that is either not needed or for the average person, or you feel lucky to hear what you can right now. Well, and I mean, you know, my hearing is semi-shit, so. But yeah, I think my next headset is either, like, I'm either gonna just keep sticking with Razer, or I might go back to the Kingston. I'm not sure yet. But at the very least, everything else I'll probably start doing Razer. You still think there could be a compromise, but you need to prove it to me somehow? What do you mean? Like, between the two headsets? Like I said, I don't even necessarily find the Krakens uncomfortable. I just miss the, what can be done with 3.5 millimeters? I just miss the, like, I miss the top, I think. The top was definitely more comfortable. Windows has surround sound options? They do, but I don't know if they're free. And I know that, like, that sounds terrible, but it's true, because I've tried, like, checking on some of those things, because my soundbar actually does have, like, simulated surround sound. Yeah, my soundbar actually does have simulated surround sound. I've tested it before and it actually worked, but it doesn't work with anything anymore. Yeah, like I said, I'm not that concerned about it. Well, and the other thing too is, like, I wouldn't, while I like the idea of the Kraken kitties, I'm not entirely 100% set on them, because I mean, I know that Razer does have a bunch of other headsets, and maybe one of their other headsets does have like a top that's more similar to the HyperX. I don't know. Yeah. Well, and there's an easy way to tell too, because if you go into the sound settings, you can do the test the surround speakers thing, right? That tells you the directions of the audio and stuff. So you could just do that to test and see if I can, you know, hear all the same directions. And what, that testing out audio is what it takes to get you to blindfold me? Really? Yes, I went there. You were gonna say that. putting you on the spot and you're trying to be all PG. Since when are we all PG in here? Hey, I have the mature rating thing on my stream. Not that I'm saying we should go overboard, I'm just... For anybody else gets any more ideas, people that are regulars in this channel know that me and Mux are actually together, so... If you don't know that, now you do. No idea what my cats are doing. If not by now, then you don't know what else they'd expect. I mean... A very awkward... I mean, I've known some people whose friendships are just like that, so... It's not completely out of the question. Again, I am providing context to people who may be watching the VODs in the future. And, like, popping in without any prior knowledge of my channel. After this tree, we'll probably head back again for the night. Oh God. Yeah, I'm almost like dead. You could hear directional audio without 7.1. But can you hear like behind you? Where's my house? This way, I think. Huh. Okay. Well, like, yeah, like I said, like, we can do tests and stuff. Like, I'm all up for... You pissed people off and made them think you were a cheater since then. Well, no, and that's the thing, is, like, maybe 7.1 has, like, always been a thing. It's just that, you know, it's almost like a marketing gimmick, you know? Like, it doesn't necessarily require specific hardware, but... Overplayed what it does for headsets. Except I'm okay with doing tests. Because, yeah, we do know that my... Now, that said, Mux, I do know for a fact that, there was a distinct difference between when I was going through the capture card and it forces it down to stereo and... Oh, God. And after I went back to my... like, listening to the audio on the Stream PC. Yeah, there was a creeper. Oh god, there's another one. So there is a difference. Like, I can tell the difference between stereo and marking it as 7.1. So I do know that I can tell that difference between stereo and like 7.1. That is a lot of creepers and zombies and skellies and the spider. Why? Hopefully they all spawn there and not at my base. Not at my house. So I can tell that difference at least. What you plan to test is whether or not the dongle is required. Okay. Yeah, no, that I'm okay with. I need to get some food, I think. Oh, I have some steaks here. Okay, cool. Run away! I ate. Creepers, your best friends. I did not want to stay out so late that things actually spawn, though. My intention was actually to go before things started spawning. Back to chopping wood. Like, I bet all of this wood that we're getting isn't even necessarily going to go that far. Because we are using so much wood. Like, because what? Even, like, just our main trunk is, like, 6 by 6 plus, like, 9 or something. Which is, like, even, like, our main trunk, each level takes, like, let's see, 6 by 6 plus 3, 6, 9, 12. I think it's going to be 12. It would help if I actually put the maths. Oh, right. Yeah, so, like, even just each layer of the trunk is probably going to take, like, 48. No, it's, the star works, because that is what the, like, that's how it is on, like, a phone and stuff. Or, like, I do know how to do it. Like, I can do it by star. I just wasn't thinking. That's all. Even you keep doing that way? I mean, you could always do, like, an if. Like, can you read through every character? And, like, is there, like, a replace function? So you could do, like, if equation contains x change X to star or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad then. You're just glad you got it to say it won't work instead of crash. I mean, that's definitely a benefit. So I'm super excited. As of last night, all of May is now uploaded as well. So that means that I just need to probably tonight and tomorrow, I'll get everything fully caught up. And then I have to start powering through publishing everything while I also keep up with uploading daily after stream. Like immediately after stream, but setting it to only publish after, like, I'd probably say 48 hours just to be safe. I have to see how exactly the timing works, but... Now, this doesn't include the hard drive with all of the flaky files on it. That might be something that doesn't get done until after the move, just so that me and you, Mux, can try to figure out at least how to tell which ones are corrupted. And then at the very least, we can just put like a thing in the description of some of these files are corrupted, and I apologize if any VODs are missing, even if we can't fix it. But at least it's something. I'm getting there. So yeah, if there is anybody who wants to watch more Kitty when I return to work, there is... I don't even know how many videos I have on YouTube now. It's gotta be like at least 500. Essentially, I cut all of my, well, since I got my Stream Deck, I cut all of my VODs into anywhere... I usually aim for 45 minutes to an hour segments. Sometimes it's a little shorter if I have to take a quick break. Sometimes it's a little longer if I just get absorbed in the game, but... So much wood. Mux, this is almost where we would need to play together, and I would just sit there and build, and you would just keep going out and farming wood. Like, constantly. I mean, I know I could just turn on, like, creative, but... Or cheats. Okay, I'm gonna head back, because I think the sun's going down. And I would like to try and get back before it actually goes down this time. Also, somehow it's been almost an hour since the last break already. How does chopping wood make time go by so quick? You were gonna recommend creative. I thought about it after the fact. I was like, you know, I could just turn on creative just for the craft, just for like building the house, but... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. Well, we've got a few more we can go grab. I'm gonna be right back, though, guys. Hold tight. I gotta run to the bathroom. And my water's almost empty again. That's how hot it is here. So hold tight, guys. I'll be right back.